If you want to build a successful e-commerce store, understanding how to find products and competitors is key in making as much profit as possible. Therefore, in this video, I'm going to show you my own framework, how you can find step-by-step competitors and winning products, how to document them and implement them to your website, and also the backup information, how you can make as much profit from this information as possible. This guide is perfect if you are just starting out or you want to just level up your e-commerce knowledge and make more profit from your store. Without further ado, let's dive right into my screen. So this is the product research sheet that I was just talking about. In the beginning, it's very good to document everything what you find in terms of winning products. I made several other videos for that as well. And at the end of the video, I show you exactly how you can download this sheet for yourself. So you can document everything what you find. And after finding several winning products, you can just implement them in your website. So step number one is implementing the product name, right? I already implemented one product. So let's say, for example, product one is the pet hair remover. Then you implement the product link, for example, here. This can be like an AliExpress, Alibaba, or a competitor link, or Amazon link. It doesn't really matter, or another marketplace. You just document the link right here to make sure it's backed up in case you want to do some more research later down the line. So when you implemented the link right here, you can continue to the target audience. It's super important to target the right audience as well, and this is one of the bonus tips I want to give, because if you target a special demographic right here, for example pet owners, you can really hook the nail in your marketing and you can make sure that the conversion rate is much higher because you know in the end who you're selling to, right? So the target audience is super important to write down here. So this could be parents with children, people with pets, and so on. Then we of course need to cover what kind of problem it solves, right? In this example, for the pet hair remover, we of course solve the problem that hair from the pet goes on the furniture and you can easily remove it by a pet hair remover, right? So this is a must-have for everyone with cats, dogs, and other furry pets, exactly. So this kind of hooks you can also implement in your ads, so you know who you are speaking to and how you speak with them. So that's super strong to make more profit. Then in the end, I would recommend a selling price always between 30 and 50 euro. And one of the bonus tips I would like to give here is that you need at least like 67% margin, so you have enough profit to reinvest in the quality of your website, your marketing, and so on. And also keep it lower than 50 euros. Make sure that people do like kind of impulse buys. So that means that they buy directly from you instead of like communicating with the partner or doing some more research on other places where they offer this kind of product, right? So I would always suggest that you keep it around 50 euros. And the sake of this tutorial, this pet hair remover can be sold for 30 euros, for example. So let's say if you sell it for 30 euros and you buy it for the supplier for around 8 euros, that brings you to a brutto profit margin of around 22 euros, right? So that's not the real profit. You still need to calculate marketing costs and other fees from that. So you just need to make sure that you stick at least with the 67% or bigger to cover that. And also one bonus tip, keep in mind that you have enough profit to make also some volume discounts. So discounts are not included in this price. This is just if people buy a single product from you. Then what is also really important to know as well is if the product is lightweight or not, because if it's lightweight, you can save on the shipping price from the supplier. So for example, for this pet hair remover, it can be approximately 5 euros in shipping cost. So you need to deduct that from the price of the supplier as well. And also you need to check for Amazon or for AliExpress, if you're doing research, that you have at least a 4.5 star rating or even higher, because you need to make sure that you have enough product quality that people are satisfied once they receive the product. So that's super important as well. And once you find a winning product in dropshipping, the actually next step is to create a brand out of this. So it's super important to know if you can put some label or some logo anywhere on the product, so it really feels like branded and increase the value for your customers, right? So in this kind of pet hair removal sample, you can, for example, make a custom label on the product itself. So it's actually customizable if you want to create a brand later down the line from this one. Then we need to check if this product is evergreen. Evergreen basically means that you can sell it throughout the whole year. So not only in summer or winter, no, you can sell it all year. And that's basically make sure to have a stable cash flow all year round. So I always make sure that I have a few websites that are evergreen. I can just put Google ads in this sample for the whole year, and also sell seasonal products with Facebook ads on other kinds of stores. So you have stability and you take from the seasons as well as much profit. So it's really important to understand the question, is it evergreen, yes or no? Because you don't want to sell products that are out of the season in the wrong season and lose money, right? So therefore we implemented this question in the framework as well. Then you need to make sure that the market proof is there. So you need to make sure that there are competitors selling this kind of product, right? So most of the time there's always a high demand, as pet owners always have hair on the sofa and on their furniture, right? So it's very popular product because every pet owner basically need to have something like this. Then you also need to brainstorm, like, to make more profit from your e-commerce store, you need to increase your average order value. So that basically means that you need to sell as much to the people that come on your website as possible. And you do that by upselling multiple products or even different products, which means cross-selling. For example, sell a pet grooming gloves together with this grooming comb, right? So it's really important that you can sell, for example, this two in a bundle. So you have the hair remover glove and you have the comb to remove the hairs from the dog. So you have actually two products in one if you offer them the bundle. Then it can be a recurring product or not, because it's always easier to sell one more time to the same people than it is to find new customers and pay acquisition cost for that. So in this case, you can always sell this pet hair remover multiple times, as it has different layers that go empty after some time. So let's say, for example, the recurring time can be 6 months. So you can implement this in your email marketing as well. So after 6 months, you email these people like, hey, are you still using your product? Are you satisfied? Maybe you need a new role to remove new hairs with your product, right? So therefore you can create a recurring income from this kind of product as well. And then you also need to check for the Google Trends, if it's kind of a season, if it's a trend or something like that. So I implemented the link right here. So this is very important to know when you do product research. I made a bunch of other videos how you can do it with kind of special software. And then we can continue to step number 2, which is actually the competitor research. Because now you know what kind of products are winning and selling very well. The next step is actually to analyze your competitors, to see what they are doing well and to see where they can improve. Because if you generate as much data from them as possible, you can really level up by learning from every one of them. So for example, here in the competitor sheet, we implemented the pet hair remover. We can implement 3 competitors, so we learned from all 3 of them and not just for one. You can implement the product link right here. So you can always find it back once you do research for your shop. You can see what their selling price is. For example, if they sell for 20 euros, but you are selling for 30 euros, the competition is more likely to get sold with the products, because on Google Ads, for example, products with a lower price are easily clickable for the clients, right? They see the price in the listing and therefore they click faster on a 20 euro product than a 30 euro product if it's exactly the same. Then you go over the website for the competitor to see what kind of shipping costs they handle, what kind of discounts they offer. So for example, it can be 10% discount above 50 euros order value. Then you will check the quality of the reviews. So if it's, for example, AliExpress or Alibaba, you just check the amount of reviews they have there, or Amazon. So it's easy to check if people are really satisfied there or not, right? And if it's just a separate website, you can check their Trustpilot review or any other individual review platform to see if they're actually doing a proper job and what kind of problems people face using these products, right? Then you can check the branding quality, because a website that is highly branded is more likely to sell more products to the people. But if it's just any random cheap dropshipping website, you don't have to fear if you have the right website and marketing strategy, right? So you implemented the branding quality and the website design in the sheet here as well. So you can easily check back as well to find the good competitors here and don't waste time on bad competitors with a bad website design and branding quality, right? If it looks cheap in the eyes of you as an e-commerce expert, it's also less likely that random people or visitors bought from like Facebook or social media or Google Ads are going to actually buy from this website. So if you stand out from the competition, you immediately sell more using paid advertising. And therefore you can also implement directly what kind of improvement opportunities there are. So if you see that, for example, they don't offer free shipping, or the images are really blurry, you can implement that in your competitor analysis framework right here as well. So you can easily know how to improve this once you've done your research. I recommend to find, for example, 10 or 20 products, do your research in terms of the products, and the competitors, and then implement them on your website as well. So this is basically how you can be directly ahead from your competitors in terms of product research, on competitor research. It will make sure that you have enough data to make more profit as possible and faster decisions than just randomly test products and sometimes even lose money on advertising, right? And that wraps up the video how you can do product and competitor research using my framework. We now identify how you find winning products and how you spy on competitors to learn from their mistake and make more sales. If you want to download this framework for totally free, check out the link in the description where I implement it right there. So you can just copy my framework and get started with your research right from today. And if you're ready to start advertising with your e-commerce website, make sure to watch the next video where I implement my step-by-step framework, how you can literally go from zero with your e-commerce website, starting on Google Ads, and make your first profitable sales even from tomorrow. My name is Robin, thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next one.